One. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one, the only Rum Boys Fantasy Network. I am your host for the evening. It's your boy, the Admiral, Rum Boys Robbie. And today I'm joined by a very special guest. You guys been hearing us talk about our very new partner affiliate, Monkey Knife over here. Monkey Knife Fight. Check out monkeyknifefight.com. Be sure to use promo code RUMBOYS as you see spelled above me at the top of the screen there. But I'm joined by Joe of Monkey Knife Fight. What is good, brother? How's it going, man?
What's going on, brother? Thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. I like that shirt, man. I need to get one. Yeah.
We'll send you some over, man. Ain't no
Hell
problem.
yeah. Hell yeah. Well, first off, we got to make sure that we keep the lights on here in Rum Boys Studios. And as long as I have you here, brother, you know what I got to do. Make sure that you guys do check out monkeyknifefight.com, like I just said a couple of seconds ago. Promo code RUMBOYS. When you go ahead and enroll on monkeyknifefight.com, when you see that little bar at the bottom that says promo code and you enter RUMBOYS, might as well go ahead and deposit that whole entire $50 because your very first deposit, we're going to match you all the way up to $50. You drop 50, you end up with a hundo. Now you got a hundo that you're able to play on DFS prop fantasy games. So we have everything from esports, NASCAR. Let's see here. What else we got going on? UFC, which I've been calling a lot of and getting a lot of you guys hooked on UFC fantasy, NFL, MLB, and NBA, and much, much more. So make sure that you guys head over to monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code RUMBOYS. Dilly. All right. We got the formalities taken care of, brother. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum Boys and girls, what to do. Dilly. Let's dive right into this interview, man. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked and excited. First off, for everyone out there, the listeners, Business and Brews, I know that we're only now in episode 2, but it's slowly becoming my favorite podcast that we've launched on the network because we're taking you guys inside of the different jobs in the sports industry that you're able to do. My job as a podcaster is not the only thing that you're able to do in the sports industry. There are multiple other outlets, and we're going to explore them through this series. So, Joe, first up, man, how did you end up with such an intricate role at Monkey Knife Fight? I believe you're in the sales department, but I mean, you ended up finding me and plenty of other talent. So it's bigger than that.
Yeah, man, it definitely is, and I'm really lucky to be in the role I'm in. What had happened was probably I want to say about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there. My buddy Zach took a job as the sales director for this company, and him and I were casually talking about it. He's telling me about they're doing this and they're working on that. So, I started checking him out and started following him, started playing some games, and I kept hounding him, man, kept hounding him. If there's anything open, anything at all, just let me know. And sure enough, one day that text came through, man, and I jumped on it like a rabid dog. I had to, man. And it's been a great ride ever since. I'm so lucky to be able to do something I love to do.
Hell yeah! I mean, because with that, I mean, you go from being a player, and then it sounds like in your scenario, you became more invested in the project and in the buildup of Monkey Knife Fight. Because I've seen the buildup of Monkey Knife Fight. I did not think that personally we would have been looked at as an option to be a partner. Given some of the other entities that they already have. So you're right. I mean, it's a wonderful company to be able to be a part of, a wonderful project to be a part of, and to be affiliated with. Um, sounds like in your position, like many of people in the sports industry, you had to kind of go to the source and let them know that you were passionate. Would you say?
Oh, absolutely, man. That's what you have to do with anything. You got to let them know, and then you have to match your talk too. You know what I mean? Your actions have to match, so you have to be ready to put it down. And when Zach texted me and told me that a role was open, I was ready, man. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Um, oh, I heard a little echo there. Let's see. Oh, that went away. Um, so how long have you been with Monkey Knife Fight?
So I joined on in December. So it's probably 6 months or so. Um, and I've been working with partners like you guys ever since then, man. Slowly taking on little projects here and there, but my main focus has mostly been working with partners, making sure they have everything they need to succeed. And and that's my favorite part too, is being able to see all the different potential out there and working with all these different people, man. It's such a great experience.
Talent acquisition is huge. And I know for me personally, I mean, at Rumboys, we have rumboys.com and constantly trying to, find new writers that want to go out there and put their content out there and willing to voice their opinion. That can be, difficult at times. Sometimes you'll get 1,001 emails from guys that are like, hey, I really want the opportunity. And then it's like, all right, you got to let them know, give them the feedback. So the talent acquisition, it's challenging because you never know what you're going to face because you're dealing with multiple different personalities, and you're damn good at that. You're damn good at that. I'm not just saying that because you picked us and because you picked me, but I do also state that because you do have the ability to be friendly. Anytime that I text you, I need anything like you just mentioned, you're always there. I always get a response, and it works out well. I've definitely felt welcome and appreciated by the family.
Good, man. Yeah, we appreciate having you, man. It's definitely mutual benefit, and like I said, that's my job. My job is to take care of partners and make sure they have everything they need, man. So it's no thing, man. And it's been great working with you as well.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And one of the things I wanted to ask, um, when did you know that you wanted to work in the sports field, like in the sports industry? Um, a lot of people they want to start, but they don't know where to start. Like when did you kind of figure like this is it, this is what I want, so I'm going after?
Oh man, I mean, so I grew up playing sports my whole life, and as you grow up playing sports, who doesn't want to be involved in sport in some way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're, a broadcaster or you're one of the players, or you're doing talk shows or anything like that. Who doesn't want to be involved in sports when you grow up playing them? So, um, honestly, I had no idea how it was going to work out. I just knew that sports brought joy to people's lives and everything like that. So I knew I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of that joy. So, like I said, when that text message came through and the opportunity opened up, you just got to jump on it. You just got to take it and run with it and be ready for it. It was a real thing.
And when that text came through, this one we did not put on the outline. When that text came through, was it the role that you were intending on, um, or how did that work out? Like, what's the inside story into that pitch?
Oh man, so yeah, it was more or less. I mean, Zach was pretty upfront about what the role was, so it wasn't like I was going in there guessing by any means. But when I had first heard about Monkey Knife Fight and I was building that interest, like I told you earlier, I didn't know what kind of role I would take. I just knew I wanted to be a part of the team. These guys were making moves at the time.
Yeah.
Before I was on it, and we still are. We're making moves harder than ever, but these guys were making moves, and when I noticed that, I saw that, and man, part of me didn't even really matter. I knew I wanted to be a part of something awesome, and it kind of just when you're doing that and you're part of something you feel is awesome, you're happy. When you're happy, just everything goes.
It worked out. I dig it. I dig it. Um, what fuels your passion to work in the sports industry, primarily so with MKF? Like, what is that driving force?
Oh man, so the driving force really is I love competition. I grew up playing sports. I played high school football and I played high school lacrosse, and I was able to have the honor of playing lacrosse, Division One lacrosse, at the University of Massachusetts for 2 years.
Damn.
Unfortunately, that didn't pan out like I wanted it to when I'd originally committed to the team. However, whenever there's a misfortune somewhere along the line, it adds fuel to the fire. It makes you want to push forward and do something. So I've been involved in sports my whole life. I still am. I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu avidly. That's pretty much all I do in my spare time, outside of my family and everything like that. But so that really just that drive for competition. We've got a bunch of bulldogs on our team, man, and everybody's going hard. Everybody's grinding. We're putting in that work. Even when there was that setback with the whole everything that's been going on with the virus. Our
Yeah.
whole motto, our whole energy has been to just push forward, keep going. And that energy, that mentality is toxic, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to keep the drive going in a team like this.
Amen to that. I can definitely relate. One of the things I'm curious about is you mentioned having that team and all of you guys working together. And I work closely with my team too. You brought up the coronavirus pandemic that I guess we're still going through. I don't think that Texas is aware of that, but different story for a different show and a different day, right? But one of the things that I'm curious of is when you and we had gotten to talking, you know, we had also talked about esports being prevalent right now and the fact that UFC was coming back. We had both, had a discussion, a full disclosure that sports are coming back. Me as a reporter, I've definitely been tracking that front. What were you guys doing on the inside to kind of counteract sports getting canceled? Was it a no-brainer to just switch to esports? I mean, how did that come about?
So honestly, man, I mean, we all just kind of put our heads together. We all got in a group chat and we just started firing ideas out there. And one of the ideas we all agreed on was to go for esports initially. And it was awesome, man. I mean, when we all agreed on something, we drove forward. So even like I said, even amongst all of this kind of mayhem, so to speak, we kind of channeled our energy and our focus into that because we knew that a lot of our users and a lot of people who play our games, they like myself love competition. So and they're gonna want that drive. So we fought tooth and nail to give it to them. And we were lucky enough to have MMA come back. Mixed martial arts that just started up. Our game started up, I believe, last week for those fights and whatnot. So, but it's been awesome, man. And just to push forward during all this, man, is the key.
Absolutely. That's one of those things where I agree. For myself personally, we had to we dealt with a lot of push and tug there. In the essence to where I was literally calling I want to say I was calling the Mavericks Nuggets game when everyone in the stands were just like, what? Like, it's getting canceled. And Mark Cuban rose up from his seat. He's just like, like he was shocked as everyone else. So, like, me seeing Cubes like that, and I'm on air seeing his face trying to report on it. And I'm like, those sports, like Corona finally just took over America, guys. That was definitely tough. But I remember waking up, typing up my statement, and getting my statement released, pounding a lot of beers the night before, so that I could, because I had to think, I'm like, man, what are we gonna do, and actually that's what ended up birthing the Business and Brews podcast. We kept the Rum Report going, Rum Boys After Dark. We were still finding stories in sports to still report on. So I mean, things still worked out. I think it's the businesses that survive.
Yeah.
People that operate within these businesses that survive, you have to have a can't quit mentality.
Exactly. You can't.
You have to be creative. And if you're not creative in this sphere, when like you said, you're working on projects as big as Monkey Knife Fight, as big as what I envision that Rumble is gonna be. You guys are right there competing with names that we will not mention here on this show because we are not. They ain't taking care of me. So that's first off. Cheers. Look, second off, you guys are right there. And it shows, and the product is out there, and it's right in people's face. You're partnering with teams, you're partnering with leagues, and then you're going all the way down and reaching down to the little guy, partnering with us as well. You guys are integral. It's very integral.
Yeah, we just like I said, man, we've got an awesome team, and everybody who's on our team is very good at what they do. Very good at what they do, man. So, I mean, it's inevitable. We're gonna find those people who are talented. We're gonna find those people who are willing to put in work, and we're gonna partner with them, and it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yes. And I think, given what we just spoke on, there's no better question than the next one here. What impact would you say Monkey Knife Fight has had on the industry and will have on the industry more so? We just spoke during pandemic, now post-pandemic.
Well, that's a great question. I think that Monkey Knife Fight, along with sports in general, and Monkey Knife Fight's not the only, one in this fight, but sports in general, I think sports in general act as an equalizer to people. And during times of, mayhem, like I like to say, during times of mayhem, people need that escape. People need something to escape that, all the crisis and all the, mayhem and everything like that. And they need something. So I think that sports in general and Monkey Knife Fight post-pandemic will act as that equalizer for people, and it will give people not a distraction, but just something to escape from for a little bit of time, just to know, hey, there's still some fun stuff out there. Life's a grind right now, but hey, there's always there's still the yin with the yang. There's still the good stuff there too, and that's what I think. That's the role I think Monkey Knife Fight's going to play. If I was to speculate,
one of the things that I found interesting is that you guys upped the ante for your customer when everything went to shit. Like, the rest of the world is running around and they're like, okay, I'm on this bike, it's on fire, and everything else around me is on fire. I'm not on fire. What am I gonna do? And here comes MKF, like, what the hell? We got this, and we're just gonna work it out, and we're gonna figure it out. And that was one of the things that I really found beautiful. And that was one of the things before I personally, I'm one of those businessmen where, when I got the proposal, I'm going to research. I'm going to look into the opportunity. I'd already known about the opportunity, but I'd also had to research, like, am I really being given this opportunity? Is this really happening to me? So I had to go and I had to research, because I've seen the fantasy footballers run operations with you guys, fantasy pros, elite fantasy, so on and so forth. So I've seen what you guys are already putting out there, and who you're choosing to work with, and the brands that you're choosing to represent your brand. And it's just something special seeing that, man. I'm sitting here grinding during this pandemic, and I'm seeing all of you guys' new marketing campaigns and everything that you're coming out with. No, we're matching $50 over here, damn it. And you know what? We don't care what the other guys are doing. You're going to enjoy yourself and get a bigger payday and a better payday over here. And that's exactly why I was like, I'm hopping on. I played some games, and especially UFC, I'm in love. Didn't even know.
Yeah, they're fun, right?
Dude, didn't even know UFC fantasy was a thing.
Hey, man, we're rolling. I'm telling you. If sports come back, you can pretty much guarantee that we're going to have some kind of games for it.
Exactly. I can't wait for what you guys are going to be rocking with the NFL, especially, we got a lot of guys in different jerseys this year. This is a sports show, by the way. What's your team? What's your football team, by the way, then?
Admittedly, I'm a Redskins fan. Go ahead and start laughing now.
HTTR,
man.
Yo, cheers to that. Hell to the Redskins.
Hell to the Redskins.
This just became the greatest podcast I've ever recorded.
I know, right? This has been great.
I have never had a fellow Redskins fan on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know that Joe was a Redskins fan
Oh,
previous
I
to
did.
this show. So good, just amazing things right there. See, I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you, man.
That connection,
uh,
man. We got it.
hell yeah. Next thing I want to ask. So, how do you go about acquiring new talent? What's your style, and what are you looking for? Like, what do you look for?
So, I'm not going to give all my little secrets, but um, the thing I look for are two things, man. First thing I look for is obviously quality of content. Do they have skills? Do they have game? You got to look for that first. Second thing, and probably the most important thing, is do they try? Are they constantly trying to reach out to their users? Are they trying to constantly interact with their fan base, right? So, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'll follow these. I'll follow them, and I'm not the only one when I say this, but and we'll check on them. We'll just see what they're posting, how they interact, and everything like that. Do our little research, and we go about it from that. But trying is the key. Because eventually, if people keep trying, no matter what you're doing, if you keep trying, you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
So I place a lot of value, me personally, I place a lot of value in prospects and partners who try and are making that extra effort, because those are the people, in my opinion, I've seen succeed in the past and who I feel are going to succeed in the future.
And I feel like I feel like that's what many people in the sports industry forget, and I love that you touched on that, brother, because if you don't try, then you're always going to wake up wondering what if. And the worst feeling as a business person, especially in this industry, is wondering what if. Do you think that Michael Jordan ever went out there and wondered what if? No, no, he just went out and balled. Like,
Did it, man.
and that's what you gotta do. I feel like the people that are great in this business, the companies that are great in this business, the teams that are great in this business, are the ones that work together. If you can work together and you have teamwork, then everything is going to flow smoothly. Two, everyone has to be, like you said, trying. Everyone has to persevere. Everyone has to be determined. If you don't wake up every single day, a lot of people that are working in the sports industry have regular, full-time day-to-day jobs, but they come home and they do what they love. If you don't treat what you're doing on the side in the world of sports like it is your main hustle, like it is your baby, then yeah, you're gonna fall flat on your face. And then finally, the last thing I would say is, you gotta be following someone that's a good leader, and even for me, for my guys, they may look at me, they look at me, okay, hey, he's a leader of the Rum Boys, but hey, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 other podcasts that I'm sitting back and I'm watching, and I'm okay. I don't like that they do that, so I'm not going to do that on my show. Oh, I love that they do this, so I may, take it, twist it. I'm not going to try and build the first ever cell phone. No, I'm going to pull up Steve Jobs and just make that bitch better,
Damn right. Damn right.
Monkey Knife Fight. They didn't invent DFS games. They just made them better and more fun. And they also gave you a promo code that you see right above me in big red letters that you should type in when you make an account.
Why wouldn't you, right?
I'm just saying, shameless plug. Shameless plug. Let's see here. But no, man, I like that you touched on that, and you made some damn good points, man. What challenges do you face in your role, and how do you overcome those challenges?
Well, the biggest challenges I think we face on our sales team in general is probably maintaining, better yet, keeping partners engaged is probably the best one. The reason I say that is because a lot of times, not every partner you reach out to, or not every prospect you reach out to, is gonna be as excited and as as you are about Monkey Knife Fight. And so getting people to stay engaged, keep promoting, keep going after it, keep buying into the process because it works. And that's probably our biggest challenge is that, people get excited, they do it for a couple months. Some of our partners, they could do it for a couple months and, eventually, they find something else and that's fine. But keeping these partners engaged and keep going for the long game, because the long game is where the success happens. And if they stay on that track, then they're going to be like the hundreds of other partners we've had who have had amazing success. So kind of getting that message across, I guess you could say, is has been one of the bigger challenges. But we're seeing partners like yourself, Rum Boys, and a bunch of others. We're seeing a lot of great engagement still. So still definitely a lot of success there for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, we always work hard, play hard over here. So I mean, you're always gonna get 110% out of the Rum Boys. Real Deal Fantasy HQ would like to know, my homie LQ over there, are you drinking a Four Loko?
No, absolutely not. It's a Sierra Nevada. So I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and Sierra Nevada Brewing Company is about 45 minutes away. So I got to rep the local brand here with the hazy IPA, hazy little thing IPA. It's delicious. If you can get your hands on it, dude, you're gonna love it.
Hell yeah. I might have to try that. Yo, Sierra Nevada, they are a good beer. They are a really good beer. We have them here in Colorado.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah,
man. Have you been to that brewery?
I have not. I have not yet. I go to a lot of the more smaller craft breweries. Like let's see, Breckenridge Brew is really awesome. Breck is dope. I'm assuming you've been out here.
I've been out there. I actually went to Colorado Springs once when I was getting recruited for lacrosse. I was getting recruited by the Air Force Academy, so I went to go see the Air Force Academy, which was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. I am former Air Force. I was enlisted. I wasn't an officer. I didn't go to the academy, but yeah, I'm from previous Air Force. That's fucking dope, man. See,
awesome, man. Thank you for your service, brother.
No worries. Hey, look, you. Not only did you pick probably the best damn podcast that Monkey Knife Fight is going to get to experience as a partner, like you might have the shiny of 2020, but at the same time, you are cool as fuck, bro. We got a lot in common. Like, this is great. This is great. This is how really great podcasts happen, people. When it's just organic. Like I said, this is our first time speaking candidly. Yeah, I do have an outline. As you guys know, I'm organized, meticulous as fuck. Like, come on. We don't run no rinky-dink operation over here. But I mean, also, I go off the cuff sometimes and beautiful things like that happen. Network, people, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to meet. And I'm sorry that one of the challenges that you face is not all the partners that you may be enthused about working with may be as enthused. I've had recruits, I'm like, dude, I love your stuff, man. And I know that you're not signed with anyone right now. Do you want to come and write for us? Like, you just had a baby. I can't. Oh, I got, my real life job. I just got promotion. I'm like, come on. Like, don't you want to take a leap of faith? So I understand.
Hey, and the thing is with that, man, is that everybody has their own thing they're trying to do. So I mean, there's never any hard feelings. But like I said, if we can get that message across that hey, our plan works, and we wouldn't be wasting our time selling something that didn't work. Like, this is the long game. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of opportunity. If we just keep at it, keep pressing, there's going to be so much success.
If it did not work, I'll put it like this. So for anyone out there that's a non-believer, and this is the last piece of advice I'm going to give you non-believers, because like we just both mentioned, man, we're not going to show you all the tricks up our sleeve. I mean, this is Business and Brews, and we're here to give you some tips and tricks and introduce you to different sides of the sports industry, but we got to say some of the good stuff for ourselves. With that being said, and with that being stated, right after I post my tweet and I post on my Instagram that we partner up with Monkey Knife Fight, literally 2 more deals come across my email. One with the CBD beer shot company, which we're going to be filming that ad for you guys, bringing that to you. And then, of course, with fanatics.com. So if people are like, oh, Rum Boys just partner up with Monkey Knife Fight, clearly they're about to blow up and something's going on, and we're going to attach our name with that really quick and piggyback. Something good is happening with the logo that's not only here at the bottom corner of the screen here, but also the logo that's on this man's chest. Like he's Superman repping the brand right now.
Golf's coming back, baby. We're gonna have golf games back up. Right now it's projected for beginning of June, so be ready. It's gonna be awesome.
Are you watching that massive tournament this weekend between Peyton and Tiger and Phil and Brady? I think those are the teams, or it might be the other way around. But yeah.
You know, I heard about it, and if I can access it in some way, I'm definitely going to watch it because that's going to be sweet.
Rum Boys might call a little golf this weekend.
Might have to.
Brady and Manny playing like these are two of the best golfers and two of the best quarterbacks of our generation of the last decade. Look, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what's going to happen on this channel. You literally never know. Final question, man. Finally, what are your goals in terms of working with Monkey Knife Fight and just in general of the sports world? What are your personal goals and your personal impact?
Oh man,
big question.
I have to say personal goals. I'd have to say what I touched on earlier was that how sports kind of bring joy to so many people. I just want to be a part of that. For me personally speaking, I just want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that joy. I want to be a part of that, joy that sports bring to people, right? You watch a football game and, they do the panorama view and all the fans are going crazy. Yeah. And man, if I can do something, if I can do, hold a role in a position or in a company and make people that excited, that's what I want to do with my life. I want people to be excited. I want people to be excited about what I'm doing, even if I'm doing something so simple, so small, even just being a part of that. I'm so lucky, so thankful. And right now, I can't lie, I feel that way. I feel like Monkey Knife Fight, people get excited about it. People love playing the games, and doing even my medial, the tasks that I feel are medial, even if they were to bring people joy. I mean, I can say that I've accomplished my goals if that's the case, So that's ultimately what I want to do is I want to be a part of that joy that sports bring to people.
Hell yeah. I think everyone gets a little bit of joy, especially when they win a little something. Man, Joe, I appreciate you for joining us today, brother. Thank you so much. Where can people find you if talent, more so specifically, may want to reach out to you and say, like, here's my portfolio, do you think like I could be part of the team?
Reach out to me on Instagram is the best way, at MKFingJoe, MKFing_Joe. You can find me. I promise if you hit me up, I'm not going to be a jerk. You know what I mean? If I will definitely check you out regardless, feel free to reach out to me anytime, anywhere, and I hope I hear from you.
If you guys have never met lacrosse players or grew up around lacrosse players are super fucking awesome and super chill. They love the party. They love a good beer. I can guarantee you that Joe is going to be chill. I just had an amazing time with the brother on air. We just had beers. We're chilling. We're relaxing. The vibes are flowing. He's also a Redskins fan as well. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Syracuse, New York. That's where I was born and raised.
Wow.
Sure.
How do Jets and Giants fans feel back home?
So I have a lot of family in Virginia and Maryland.
Okay.
And I could really care less how Jets and Giants fans feel. I'm a Redskins fan.
Hell yes. I love it. You're now also my favorite New Yorker as well, because I've never met a New Yorker that is a Redskins fan. I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm from Northern Virginia. So yeah.
Awesome, man.
Hell yeah. Joe, I appreciate you again, brother. Make sure you guys check out Joe on Instagram at MKFingJoe, MKFing_Joe, right?
_Joe, yes, sir.
Damn, my memory's good. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Business and Brews, the Business and Brews podcast series. Make sure you guys get up with us next week, episode 3. I don't know who we're having yet. I will speak with booking and see what they come up with. Aside from that, make sure you, of course, head to monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code RUMBOYS, like you see, is spelled above me. Use this hand. Yeah. Spelled above me here. promo code will get you when you enter the promo code Rumboys in all caps, and you deposit your very first deposit. You might as well go ahead and make your first deposit $50. That way, you get matched up with 50, and you can play with the hundo. Maybe come out with a couple different lineups, couple different outcomes. See what happens. Other than that, though, I know that I am forgetting something. Head to rumboys.com. We do have new articles dropping over there. I believe we actually have 2 new pieces that just dropped. One for fantasy football hot takes, and one from our very own Connor Burke. So head over there to rumboys.com. Check that out. Get some of our merch. Definitely get some of our merch because you want to be as fresh as us. And tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Rumboys After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. I promise that it is going to be very, very ratchet. You won't want to miss it. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboys and girls. What it do. Dilly. Thank you again, Joe, my dude. We out of here.
Thanks for having me, man. That was awesome.